Each generation must, out of relative obscurity, discover its mission, fulfill it, or betray it.
The naked truth of decolonization evokes for us the searing bullets and blood-stained knives which emanate from it. For if the last shall be first, this will only come to pass after a murderous and decisive struggle between the two protagonists. The native who decides to put the program into practice and to become its moving force is ready for violence at all times. From birth, it is clear to him that this narrow world, strewn with prohibitions, can only be called in question by absolute violence. That no gentleness can efface the marks of violence. Only violence itself can destroy them. The native cures himself of colonial neurosis by thrusting out the settler through force of arms. When his rage boils over, he rediscovers his lost innocence, and he comes to know himself in that he himself creates his self. Far removed from his war, we consider it as a triumph of barbarism, but of its own volition it achieves, slowly but surely, the emancipation of the rebel, for bit by bit it destroys in him and around him the colonial gloom. Once begun, it is a wart that gives no quarter. You may fear or be feared, that is to say, abandon yourself to the disassociations of a sham existence or conquer your birthright of unity. When the peasant takes a gun in his hands, the old myths grow dim and the prohibitions are one by one forgotten. The rebel's weapon is the proof of his humanity. For in the first days of the revolt you must kill. To shoot down a European is to kill two birds with one stone, to destroy an oppressor and the man he oppresses at the same time. There remain a dead man and a free man. The survivor, for the first time, feels a national soil under his foot. At this moment, the nation does not shrink from him. Wherever he goes, wherever he may be, she is. She follows and is never lost to view, for she is one with his liberty.
If I know anything at all, it's that a wall is just a wall and nothing more at all. It can be broken down. And Palestinians have embodied this understanding that these walls are manufactured. We realize that these walls are not permanent, and we concretely understand that these walls can be taken down. We understand that our liberation is not only possible but inevitable. One of the myths of Palestinian resistance is that we are naive, and we are just doing it for the sake of being violent. Palestinian resistance is not naive. We know that the colonizer will tire first. We know that the colonizer, despite the resources, we know that at the end of the day, they will be unable to reconcile their presence on this land with the constant, which with the constant that is Palestinian resistance and Palestinian life.